There's a difference between accountability and emotional bondage, but most people were never taught how to tell the difference. So instead of living from truth, they live from guilt. Instead of setting boundaries, they say yes out of obligation. Instead of trusting their needs, they self-abandon and then call it love. Welcome to 858 Society, where self-discovery meets transformation. I'm Ariel, your certified master spirit life coach, here to help you unlock your power, heal from the past, and create the life and relationships you deserve. In this space, we dive deep into topics like dating, relationships, spirituality, and personal growth, all designed to empower you to step into your highest self. Whether you're seeking clarity, confidence, or connection, you are in the right place. Now, let's get into today's episode. In today's episode of Emotional Alchemy, a 42-day inner revolution, we're confronting the emotion that keeps women in toxic cycles, keeps healers exhausted, and keeps leaders playing small. Guilt. Guilt wears many faces. It can look like people-pleasing, like overgiving, like staying in relationships past their expiration date, like putting everyone else first and calling it kindness. But real kindness doesn't require you to betray yourself. Real love doesn't demand you collapse to prove your worth. Guilt becomes toxic when it no longer signals harm, but instead becomes a chronic reflex. And for many of us, especially those raised in religious, high-achieving, or emotionally chaotic households, guilt was used to control us. It became our internal leash, a way to make sure we'd comply. But here's the truth. Most of your guilt isn't coming from your soul. It's coming from your programming. There are two types of guilt. Healthy guilt, which shows up when you've actually violated your values. It invites self-reflection, amends, and change. And then there's conditioned guilt, which shows up when you say no, set a boundary, choose yourself, or stop playing a role someone else expected you to play. And the second kind isn't yours to carry. Guilt that arises from self-loyalty isn't moral, it's manipulative. It means you are taught to confuse sacrifice with virtue, and the more sensitive, empathetic, and intuitive you are, the more likely you've been manipulated by it. But here's what no one tells you. You can feel guilt and still be right. You can say no and still be good. You can prioritize yourself and still be generous. Feeling guilt doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It often just means you're doing something new. That's the trap. Your nervous system is wired to associate guilt with danger. So when you start to break patterns, start to set boundaries, charge what you're worth, speak your truth, your body flinches. It screams, "We're unsafe," but you're not unsafe. You're unfamiliar. And unfamiliar doesn't mean wrong. It means you're expanding. And the real danger isn't in guilt. It's in obeying guilt that was never rooted in your truth. Here's how to start unhooking from it. Ask yourself, is this guilt asking me to make something right or just to stay small? Did I actually do something wrong, or did I just stop performing for someone else's comfort? What would I choose if I didn't feel responsible for everyone else's emotions? Because responsibility isn't about absorbing blame. It's about standing in truth. And true accountability doesn't feel like punishment. It feels like freedom. So today, I want you to give yourself permission to disappoint people, to release the roles you never consented to play, to stop explaining your no, and stop mistaking guilt for guidance. Guilt is often the residue of a life lived for others. Your new life doesn't need the weight. And if you're ready to go deeper, to rewire guilt at the somatic level, rebuild boundaries from wholeness, and shift your nervous system from overfunctioning to inner peace, all of that is coming in the Emotional Alchemy course and ebook. For now, breathe and remind yourself you are not responsible for everyone's feelings. You are not required to earn rest, joy, or freedom. You are allowed to feel free even if someone else doesn't like it. This is your permission to stop living from guilt and start living from grounded truth. I'll leave you with these 3 questions to answer in the comment section. Where in your life do you feel guilty for doing what's actually right for you? How have you been conditioned to equate guilt with goodness or morality? And lastly, what would change in your life if you no longer obeyed guilt when making decisions? I look forward to connecting with you in the comment section. If today's episode resonated with you, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and share this episode with someone who needs to hear it. And if you're ready to go deeper into your self-discovery journey, join my Patreon community where we explore transformative topics like dating, relationships, spirituality, philosophy, and more. You'll also find my beautifully designed digital guides filled with life-changing insights available on Patreon and on my website at 858society.com. Both links are in the description, and I can't wait to connect with you there. I'll be back soon with another empowering episode to help you unlock your fullest potential. I'm sending you much love and light. Take care, my friend.